Have you ever felt like life is an endless loop? Those days you wake up with a weight of worry, stress clinging to every minute, or simply the feeling that you haven't truly lived up to your potential. But what if I told you that with just one breath, yes, a simple way of breathing, you could change everything instantly? No need to wait for tomorrow, no need for someone to rescue you right now. You can shift your reality from darkness to light, from fear to hope. Today, I will guide you through an ancient secret proven by modern science. How you breathe is not just sustenance, it's the power to shape the world you want to live in. Are you ready? Take a deep breath, because we are about to embark on a journey that will forever change how you see life. Breath, the forgotten key. Imagine your breath as a radiant golden key, lying quietly in your pocket every day, yet you never knew what doors it could unlock. We breathe over 20,000 times a day, a scientifically confirmed number. But have you ever paused to consider that breath not only keeps you alive, but is also a tool to transform your mind, emotions, and even your reality? It's not just air going in and out of your lungs. It's a forgotten power you've carried since birth. The ancient philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "Breath is the rhythm of life." But what if I told you that this rhythm not only keeps you existing, but can also elevate you to heights you've never dreamed of? This is a thought-provoking question for you to ask yourself. If how I breathe can change how I live, then what awaits me when I breathe correctly? I won't answer immediately. Let the flame of curiosity within you begin to burn as we delve deeper into this secret. Science, breath is the brain's switch. Listen to this. When you breathe, you're not just bringing oxygen into your body, you're sending a direct signal to your brain. Modern science, through research on the nervous system, shows that breath has a powerful influence on the autonomic nervous system, the part that controls your emotions, heart rate, and mental state. When you breathe quickly and shallowly, like when you're worried or stressed, you activate the fight or flight response, causing your body to enter a state of panic, your heart to beat faster, and your mind to become cluttered. But when you breathe slowly and deeply, you flip the rest and digest switch, bringing your body into a state of calm, clarity, and positive energy. In a real-world experiment, people who practiced deep breathing for just 5 minutes a day reduced their cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by 30% in just 1 week. What's happening here? Breath changes the chemistry in your body, which in turn changes how you see and feel the world around you. How you breathe is not just an unconscious habit, it's how you create your own reality. Do you want to try it right now? Just take a deep, slow breath and feel the difference. Philosophy. Breath is latent power. Think of your life as a constantly flowing river. Who controls that flow? The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But what if I told you that this power isn't far away, but starts with your very breath? Breath is the bridge between your body and mind, a gift you always carry. Yet few teach you how to use it to unlock your true potential. People often say that success requires great efforts, that it takes a long time to achieve. But what if just one correct breath could change your state instantly? When you breathe deeply, you're not just regaining your composure, you're opening a space in your mind to believe in yourself, to dream bigger, to see opportunities you previously overlooked. They don't teach you this in school because they want you to think power lies outside of you, in money, fame, or recognition. But the truth is, it's right here, in every breath you take. What will you use it to change today? The curiosity-inducing secret. Have you ever wondered why Zen masters can sit still for hours and still be full of energy? Why ancient warriors remained calm amidst fierce battles? Or why great speakers always controlled the crowd? What do they know that you haven't been taught? This is the secret I want you to ponder. Breath is the key to unlocking the latent power within you. But I won't reveal everything right now. Ask yourself, if just one way of breathing can shift my reality in an instant, what other powers am I missing within myself? Science calls this the immediate neurological effect. When you breathe slowly and deeply, oxygen floods your brain, stimulating the prefrontal cortex, the center of clarity and decision-making. You're not just relaxing, you're becoming the pilot of your mind, controlling your emotions and thoughts the way you want. They don't want you to know this, because when you control your breath, you control your life. Do you want to discover that power right now? Keep going, because we're about to touch the true flame. The art of speech, breathing to inspire. Imagine yourself standing before a crowd, maybe colleagues, friends, or just yourself in the mirror. They look at you, expecting something from you. You don't need to use fancy words or complex techniques, you just need to breathe. Start with a heart-stirring question. Have you ever felt out of control in your life? Then lead them on your journey. A day you panicked, your heart raced, your mind was a mess. But then you paused, took a deep breath, and found peace amidst the emotional storm. End with a powerful call to action. Your breath is your greatest power. What will you use it to change in your life? When you breathe deeply before speaking, your voice becomes steady. Your eyes shine with confidence. Science proves that slow and steady breathing creates oxytocin, the bonding hormone, helping you connect with your listeners naturally. They don't teach you this, so you don't dare to stand up, don't dare to speak your truth, but now you know. Breathe deeply, speak from the heart, and the world will listen to you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. The science behind breath. They don't want you to know that how you breathe can change your reality instantly. In a real-world study, people who practiced the 4-7-8 breathing technique, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds, reduced their stress levels by up to 40% in just 3 minutes. Why does this happen? Because deep breathing activates the vagus nerve, a highway in your body that sends peace signals to your entire nervous system. The result is a slower heart rate, a clearer mind, and you feel like you can face any challenge. Furthermore, when you breathe deeply, you increase the oxygen supply to your brain, improving your ability to focus, be creative, and make decisions. Another study showed that just 10 minutes of mindful breathing per day increased cognitive performance by 20%. Breath is not just air passing through your lungs. It's a tool for you to paint the reality you want to live in. They hide this so you think you have to wait for change from the outside, but you don't need to wait. How will you breathe to change today? The philosophy of success. Breath is the first step. Think of success as a towering mountain. Who decides to climb it? Philosophy teaches us that every great thing begins with the smallest things. Breath is the first step. Small, simple, but containing unimaginable power. When you breathe deeply, you don't just regain your calm, you regain your belief in yourself, the clarity to see the path, and the will to overcome any obstacle. Look at the most successful people in the world, from top CEOs to Olympic athletes. They know how to stop, breathe, and find strength from within when things get chaotic. They don't wait for someone to give them an opportunity. They create it themselves, starting with each breath. Breath is a gift you always carry. but few teach you how to use it to conquer your mountain. They don't want you to know this, so you don't dare to climb. But now you know. Where will you start? Sowing seeds of curiosity. They don't want you to ask, if my breath can change me right now, then what else can I do with it? They want you to accept stress as an inevitable part of life, accept fatigue as something unavoidable. But I will sow a seed of curiosity in you. If one breath can shift my reality in an instant, what other powers are waiting for me to discover? Let that question burn in your mind like an unextinguished flame. Science proves that curiosity stimulates dopamine, a chemical in the brain that drives you to seek, explore, and act. That's why you can't stop listening to a mysterious story or watching a surprising movie. Breath is the first step, but where does it lead you? What will you discover when you start breathing correctly? Let your curiosity guide you. Stimulating thought. Imagine yourself sitting quietly, eyes closed. You inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. You say to yourself, I change my reality. Just that moment is enough to change everything. Psychology calls this self-regulation. When you breathe deeply, you regain control of your mind and emotions, moving yourself from chaos to peace. What will you do with your breath today? Try it now. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat 3 times. What do you feel? A lighter body, a clearer mind. Breath is the instant power you always have. You don't need to wait for anyone to give it to you. They don't teach you this, so you don't dare to try. But now you know. How will you use it? Emotions. Breath is the flame within you. Emotions are your most powerful fuel. When you breathe deeply, you're not just calming your body, you're igniting the flame within your heart. Science shows that slow and conscious breathing activates the amygdala, the emotional center of the brain. It helps you connect more deeply with yourself. One deep breath can turn anxiety into hope, fear into courage, failure into motivation to rise again. Tell your story with your breath. A time you felt panicked, your heart raced, your mind was a mess. But you stopped, took a deep breath, and found light in the darkness. Let your voice tremble with emotion. Let your eyes shine with belief. Listeners will feel that fire burning within you, and you will feel it spread throughout your body. They don't teach you this, so you don't dare to feel your true power. But now you can, and you will. Philosophy. Breath is your freedom. Think of breath as the wings of a bird. The philosopher Rumi once said, "The breath you take now is that moment that doesn't end." When you breathe deeply, you're not just living, you're free. Free from worry, free from doubt, free to become the best version of yourself. They want you to think that power lies outside of you, in your job, in money, in recognition, but the truth is, it's right here, in every inhale and exhale. Do you dare to spread those wings and fly? Science. Breath is the architect of reality. They don't want you to know that 70% of your mental state is shaped by how you breathe. When you breathe deeply, you increase the oxygen supply to your brain. It stimulates creativity, focus, and determination. One study showed that 10 minutes of conscious breathing per day improves problem-solving skills by 25%. You are not trapped in your current reality. You are its architect. Breath is the first tool in your hand. They hide this so you don't dare to breathe correctly, but now you know. What will you build? How to breathe for instant change. So how do you breathe correctly and change your reality right now? It's simple. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat 3 to 5 times. You will feel your body lighten, your mind clear, and a powerful feeling surge through you. Science proves this breathing technique changes your state instantly, taking you from stress to peace, from doubt to confidence. You don't need anything complicated, just your breath. When will you start? Right now. Stand up right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it in your chest, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Say out loud to yourself, "My breath is my power. I change my reality." They want you to forget this, want you to think you have to wait for a miracle from the outside. But you don't need to wait any longer. What will you do with this power today? Will you breathe to overcome anxiety? Will you breathe to dream bigger dreams? Will you breathe to rise from failure with a burning heart? I see the fire in you, and I believe you will not only survive, you will shift your entire world. Breathe. Your new reality is waiting for you to create it.